Wish I had let me hear. I gotta try and do the Lil Wayne.
We ready?
I think so, dude.
Let's go.
We're good right now?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome.
That's the camera right there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
45 episodes late, but I'm here.
Welcome to episode 46, the Endless Enjoyment Podcast, y'all.
Hey,
I'm your host, Chenzo.
the guy.
And today, we're back with another family edition of the fucking Podskeee.
This is a family episode, folks.
Family affair. I got my cousin, my brother, the older brother I never had.
That's right, baby.
Derek.
The older brother.
Fleming,
The older brother. He
boy
wishes
in the building. Let's go. He's in Smash visiting me right now.
for the second time.
Yeah, second trip to Smash. First time seeing the new house.
Gone for surgery, but now I'm back again.
He's back. We got Rago and Jeffy Daff in the corner over there.
Ripping. We got some Mario Kart going, so you already know. We're having a good time over here.
The boys came to visit.
And we have this lovely establishment
Of this house.
We were just at the Bud Bar with your roommate.
Yeah.
What was his
Shout out
name?
Matt.
Matt. So he was the one that got this place.
Yeah, we locked it down. I'm so
Which
glad.
is-
We've been here for like the last 6 months already.
tell you right now.
Rago's been here for a few months already.
Everyone watching, this place in Nashville is top tier. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we locked the
It's unreal. Really is.
So how does it feel to finally be on the pod?
Dude, let me tell you, I was nervous the whole time. I put it off a few times just out of nerves. I was like, I'm not ready. I can't do it. What am I going to talk about? Blah, blah. I'm glad I'm on now, but I should have been on the second. I should have been the first one, realistically. But hey, it's not looking the past, right?
It's already been 2 years. It's
We're
crazy.
live right
we
now.
just celebrated 2 years of the Podskeee. Let's go.
2 years?
Yeah.
All right, I didn't know I was that late. Jesus Christ.
46 episodes in.
Hey, I
I
like it.
think we got cheers, bro. You made it back.
No kidding.
Second trip to Smash. Let's go.
Let's
Cheers.
go. And let's do one more.
Cheers.
Auntie Debbie
Shout out to Auntie Debbie, yes,
and
and Alice.
Aunt
R.I.P.
Alice.
God rest them.
God, Jesus.
Fucking. Sorry. I come in with a swear right after that. But
Hey,
they were the best, and they're huge supporters.
Unreal.
And Thanksgiving's not gonna be the same without them.
we're right around the corner from Thanksgiving. Might
Yeah.
as well drop a couple.
So yeah, I'm gonna be flying back home to Mass for Thanksgiving. We
Yep.
got the show next Saturday.
And my stoner ass did not get on the same flight, but in my defense, it was 360 versus 80 to just take a different time.
Yeah.
Go a little earlier. I think it was a good move. I don't
Of course, you will.
I'm sticking
we'll
to
be
my
back
guns
at
on
the
that.
same time. Where's it gonna? You got time?
I have
off,
time.
Too, still.
No. First of all, I'm off till the 29th. We got full vacation D in full effect.
No phone D.
No, and
We gotta get
Jesus,
it.
that's a whole nother. Let's give that. Let's save that.
We'll get there.
But what was I saying? The flight back. Yeah, the flight back. It worked out better. I don't. You know what I mean? I had it. You know what I mean? I could have done it, but how it worked out is I'll be landing when you're taking off.
Yeah.
So
No,
that gives
back
me
in-
time to drive home, decompress, whatever, and then go and get you and pick you up on the distance.
And then it's
And
going
that
down.
way I'm locked in and you're just coming home. That's a good balance right there. We'll be good.
It's going down, bro.
I like it.
Shit, a week from today, dude. We're filming this on today's Saturday, the 18th. Shout out Kev. It's Kev's birthday today.
Kev's birthday.
The host
Let me
of Podskeee.
s-
And Dan McGar. Shout out Dan McGar. It's his birthday too. Shout
Well,
out
while
the
I'm
boys.
on the stage, I'll tell you the first interaction. It wasn't face to face. The first interaction I had was Vinny's now roommate of what do you got? 4 now?
It's 3.
3 roommates. So it was your first roommate
Yeah. Kev.
after college, right? So your first real roommate.
Yeah,
essentially.
But, nah, I consider Steve O'Regan over there.
What's that? Oh, hey. So you lived with Steve after you graduated before
No,
Kevin?
not after we graduated.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So after you graduated, your first roommate was Kevin.
Yeah.
Correct. So when I first visited you guys, I immediately was like, this dude is organized. He's on his stuff. And the first Snapchat that I ever saw, the first glimpse I ever got of the guy, I only heard his name and you told me he was cool and whatever. But I saw a Snapchat and we brought this up on last night when we were with him. You were blasted and it was late night and you're like doing the selfie. Like, hey. And
run back.
Yep. And trying to get home, obviously. And I just see Kevin, right? Kevin.
Yeah.
And he's just locked into the phone, like waiting for the Uber. He's like, Vinny, let's go. Here's your Uber. Like, and as soon as I saw that as your older brother, unofficial but official in my eyes, I was like, dude, I can rest now. You know what I mean? I can.
Talking about me, guy.
I'm just saying, dude. Like, I don't know this
son.
guy. I don't know this guy. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
you're like, I'm living with this dude, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, you meet
sure.
him. So, like, just natural. I couldn't help it. Like, I was obviously in your corner, like, because your parents and my mom were talking about it. They were like, oh, Vinny's living with this dude. I'm like, and they were looking.
Never met him.
And they obviously know we're super close. So they asked me for, like, confirmation. I'm like, I like the kid. I was like, and I told them that story. I told them the story of the Snapchat, and they loved it because they know I'm the same way. Like, I'll be out, but luckily I have people in my life that will be like, all right, let's get this guy out of here.
That's why I've been like the sheep herder of this weekend, dude.
Yeah,
I'm
you
herding
really have.
everybody around.
Yeah, no
It's
kidding.
funny. I love hosting though and having people over.
Yeah.
Like we have this big house, might as well like entertain
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
have people visit. You know.
And the thing is, the next time I'm on this podcast, let me tell you right now, there's going to be live footage of a banger in this establishment. We'll be sitting here, and hopefully, if everything works out right, we'll have some all-stars all lined up around us, and we'll hop on the pod just real quick.
Real quick.
Mid banger, we'll just hop on. There might be some movement in the camera, but hey, this place was built for some business, dude.
yeah, I love this.
You got the tall ceilings, you got the big living room connected.
We're chilling in here.
Dude, it's over, dude.
Glad you finally got to come see it. So,
you
came down in January.
Yeah.
Or technically, me and you flew down here last December for my birthday.
Yes. Yeah, for New Year's, and it's the same thing. New Year's and your birthday, but
your first time.
It was tough, dude. That was tough. I was back surgery.
Yeah.
Was supposed to be as a microdiscectomy. It was a non-invasive back surgery, whatever. Still back surgery. It was supposed to be November 15th, 14th, whatever. Set 2 weeks into November. They tested you for COVID before that. I popped. Pushed it a month later. And the trip was already booked, so I went from going to Nashville 6 weeks out of surgery to 2.5, maybe.
Yeah, your grandpa mode.
And then nothing I could do.
Slow.
Nothing I could do.
We were getting turned.
Oh, yeah. We had a great time. But it's not like even, this is my first night, right? It's my first night here. Second night now. We're on the second night. But
yeah, you got it yesterday.
the first night, if I were to fly home right now, I had enough stories. I could pretend that it was 4 nights and just tell little bits and pieces of last night.
Still got some time to go.
It was unreal.
First night it was crazy.
So yeah, like insane. Yeah.
Man, oh man. So where should we be? Where else should we go on?
I mean, you tell me. You're the host.
Some more history of
Hostess
some context. Me and him were cousins, first cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Our mothers are sisters.
Yep. And his parents are my godparents. So.
And his mother is my godmother. So.
Yep. So God forbid anything were to happen to my parents, specifically when I was younger. I can hold my own now. Thank God.
Yeah.
I finally got there. I can hold my own. I'm holding on real tight. Let me tell you that. But
we're grown.
I'm holding my own. But back in the day, like the godparents, and like that's what I was told. It was anything happens to your parents, that's who takes you in. That's who takes care. And Nancy and Tony were like my second set of parents already growing up. So, yeah.
Shout out
Lucky
both
guy.
of our parents. Shout out to them all.
Yeah, we got
Johnny Hands.
and anyone who's seen is not a first time viewer will probably know at least not if not both of the sets of parents, one at least. They're up there, Hall of Fame,
Shout
sure.
them out. We wouldn't be
Absolutely.
where we are without them. So
Johnny Hands.
they're legendary. We love you guys.
Yeah, you already know.
And yeah, we're blessed to be here, spending some time together. Derek got here yesterday after a delay of game.
Oh yeah, big time delay of game. I mean, am I not going to tell the story? I absolutely am.
You lead. I'm letting you do it.
So let me tell you, I had a day. I had a doctor's appointment, 11 a.m., 12 o'clock, and then my flight was
Thursday.
Was this Thursday? Yeah, right. No, it was Wednesday. No, it was Thursday. It's Thursday. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah, I was working. You were supposed to be getting in at 10.
The reason for the confusion, I work overnight, so I took Wednesday night off. Whatever. So vacation time, whatever. I'm good. I'm off. The whole plan was I had my flight booked for Thursday night, and I had a doctor's appointment at like 11 or 12 or whatever. So it was perfect. Knock two birds, one stone. Like, get something that pressing thing. Like, meet the doctor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotta do when I go.
Yeah, exactly. You already know.
It's been a minute since I moved down, since I've been to the doctor.
Like, as much as you can take care of yourself or try to be good, like, you got to see the doctor every now and then. So, seeing them was good. I got a flu shot right here. Then I did some blood work over here. Pissed in a cup. The whole 9 yards. Made a physical therapy appointment, too, for my back. And then was hanging out, doing my thing, and then I drive down to Raynham, meet up with my parents. My parents, both of them, Johnny Hands and Lisa, drive me to TF Green, where I'm flying out of. We're so early that we have enough time to go to a restaurant outside of the airport, sit down, have a nice meal, a couple cocktails in me, a couple beers, whatever it was. And then they drive me over to the airport. But the only thing was, on the way down to the restaurant, to the airport, I used my wallet, which my parents described as very thin and slippery. I used it to prop up the phone for directions for Johnny Hands. Just trying to be a good guy. And it's so accessible for me because I keep it whenever it gets cold, catch me with this breast pocket. That's where my wallet is, right there. Anyone who wants to jump me in the streets, that's where it's at. Right in my breast pocket. But it's like a second skin to me. If it's cold out, I'm wearing that no matter what. My wallet's right there. So I was trying to prop up the phone. It was falling, and I just go, boom, and I use this, prop it up. I get to the airport. I grab my phone, wherever it was. I don't think it was the one with the directions. But either way, the wallet gets left on the dashboard. I get to the gate, and this is TF Green in Rhode Island, so there's no one there. Like, looks like a mall in modern days. 6 people there. Yeah. And you're like, is this place open? But I go up to the thing, and I go, and I'm, oh shit, you start patting yourself down. I don't have my wallet. Call my parents. They're like freaking out. I'm like, it's got to be in the car, this and that, the other. They drive all the way home, and I'm sure they, unfortunately, might have been driving a little bit recklessly, and drove all the way home, checked my car that I dropped off there, checked their car, supposedly, and then drove all the way back to pick me up in Rhode Island at the airport again, and then we drove all the way back, parked the car's off. My mom goes, oh no. It was on the dashboard the entire time.
Oh no.
Oh no. But yeah, I reacted poorly. The police might have been called. Maybe.
What?
Yeah.
For about what?
So when I realized the wallet was on the dashboard the whole time, I had a little outburst. I raised my voice, and a neighbor in the neighborhood my parents live, someone said something, and then it turned into a back and forth.
Jeez.
Yeah. Bad news. So someone overheard it. I was in my bag as far as screaming, and either way, it worked. I shut up, he shut up, and my parents calmed me down and whatever. But the fact that I was able to get out of that situation, book another flight, and get a new phone, which I broke in that whole meltdown process, I'll take it as a win. As much as it sucked. Because I was about to not come because I was so upset with what happened.
Yeah.
On the doorstep, I'm on the 1 yard line with the ball. There's no one around. There's no defenders. It's 11-0, and I have the ball, and I fumbled. But it happens to the best of them, unfortunately, but it does.
Yeah, you just gotta shake it off.
Yeah.
And you came down, we're having a good time.
And luckily, well, I'll have the chance to give them a shout out. I had a layover in Philly. Shout out to my favorite podcast, Are You Garbage? Kevin Ryan and Nate Foley. Unbelievable. I love them. And when I got my flight the next day, I had a layover in Philly. So I was able to grab a quick beer at the bar in the airport. It's still in Philly. And I was chirping some old lady talking about whatever. It was still a good time. I got, you know what I mean? I got some Philly vibes, and then I was on my way here. So, it worked out great.
Yeah, we were chilling with the boys yesterday, and you got in about like 7 o'clock, pretty much. It was like 6:45, and then I went to pick you up, and then we went out for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Some 5 Points pizza for the boys.
Oh yeah, the pizza joint.
Yeah, so that's where we met up.
So I walked into this pizza joint, and I hadn't seen Jeff in how many years? It was the Wiz.
No. Remember, it was when we were at Henny's.
Okay.
Graduation. So that
See,
was
here's the thing. I don't remember.
We were so turned up.
I know.
That was technically 2 years ago.
You're telling me, Jeff?
2.5 years
You're telling me both those boys were there that night?
100%.
I don't believe it. I think you're wrong.
Jeffy, Dab, and Steve, were you there?
Jeffy and Steve. Yes, the back in the
We
saddle.
went to a bar, and then...
Vincent, give me this.
And then we went to Henny's that night, and we got turned up, dude. Steve was drunk as fuck that night.
There's no way that you guys both stayed the whole night.
No, I definitely didn't stay the whole night.
I knew that. I don't even remember seeing you there, unfortunately. I'm sure I was having a great time seeing you. But, Steve, too, dude, every interaction with Steve that I've had has always been a good time. I would have remembered that. You're telling me, Steve, you were there, too? What the hell happened? Yeah, we're going a little off the rails here.
All right, so
let's bring it back down to earth.
So we were talking about you getting here, picking you up. We met the boys out for pizza last night. We went out celebrating Kev's birthday, which is today. Shout out Kev.
Yeah, shout out Kev.
And then...
Yeah, and then I dropped that story with you and Kev, which I still appreciate to this day. Kid was on top of
and
things.
Then should we continue? I feel like we should continue on what happened the rest of last night.
Oh, last night.
Your first night here.
So where were we at?
After we got the pizza, we all drove back here. We squeezed into my car and came back.
Oh, yeah. That was classic. Because we show up, and it was a booth and a stool full of people. There was two, and then one. So 5 guys. Shout out to
7, bro.
No, and then we made it 7.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, when we showed up, I'm like, they got to be driving. And then as we're leaving, you're like, yeah, they didn't drive. So
we all
squeezed in the Camry.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
Came back here. We were pre-gaming for a bit.
Mm-hmm. And then
went out. We hit up Luke Bryan's first. You get a round of drinks.
Luke Bryan's?
Yeah.
Luke Bryan's?
Right?
Yeah, I think
that's
you're
where
right.
we met up. Yeah, that's where we were meeting.
I think you're right, yeah. Yeah, let me tell you, shout out Jeffy and the boys, because I was rolling heavy last night.
What does that mean?
I'm saying, me alone, mediocre man.
With no phone.
With no phone.
No, you had a phone.
I mean, I had a phone. No. Whatever. Either way, I'm saying me alone. Yeah, whatever.
In a city
I'll do my thing in a city I don't know. That's tough. But just so happened to click both of Jeffy's boys. Shout out
Bishop
and Lock. Tuesdays at 8. Bishop and Lock. Shout out to him though. Couple of legends. Luckily,
we gotta start the story though. When we go into Luke Bryan's, you grab me, you and Rago a drink, and you kept the tab open.
Yep.
And you left your card there, and we did not realize it.
Strike one was that.
And then we go up and we dance.
But I'll tell you this right now, I'd rather that than losing it completely. So we're live. I'm cooking. We're good.
So we dance. We turned up. We go to FGL 2. We go to Kid Rocks. You realize you lost your car, so you tried to go back. We tried to get it. The bouncer said that he checked, and they didn't find it.
And then we were on a goose chase after that. And then we were all hammered. We were like, I guess it could be at this one too. So we went to like 5 bars in an hour, and then I go, where's my debit card? So,
and we lose.
But hey,
you're then.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! So.
Oh man.
So, let me tell you, I lost weight last night. I'll tell you that. Just by dancing with 2 dance moves somehow, doing my thing.
Story. So you're off by yourself in Nashville.
No. So before I'm by myself, we're at the what should have been the last bar. It was your last bar. Yeah, we went over to we switched parties. Me and Locke, right? Yep, me and Locke. After one drink, we're like, let's go back and do a lap or whatever. And he convinced me. He's like, let's try and find your ID too, or your debit card. I'm like, all right, let's go. So we go over there and we go upstairs and we do our lap, we do our thing. And then we get to the bar. I think we just got our drinks. We're doing our thing. We're circled up. And these like 8 guys taking a group photo, and the chick taking the picture was right next to me. So I look over and I see they're taking mad, and I'm like, I decide to jump in and just kind of photobomb and go like this. And next thing you know, I get shoved hard. One hand, boom, right into my back shoulder. Shoves me back to where I was standing. And I am just in such a good mood. I still am. Like, pumped to be here, pumped to be with my boys. So I just go, whatever. And I get back to Locke and... God damn it. Bishop and Locke. God damn it. So I'm right up with Bishop and Locke. I'm talking to him. I'm like, dude, do you see that shit? And next thing you know, he's on my grill. So I just put the forearm up. No force, nothing. I just put it up. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? So he's in my face. He's like, I didn't like that. I'm upset.
You never know. People are going to react on Broadway, getting drunk and shit, dude. Exactly. They don't like when people fuck around with them.
Yeah, so it's like, I get it. You're a hardo. But, like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, that's literally where I was at. Like, I photobombed. You got mad. You shoved me way too hard. Like, you could have just gave me a tap on the shoulder. I would have got out of there. But he tried to show off his Navy SEAL, whatever. Either way, he gets in my face about jumping in the photo, and I just forearm up, no pressure, nothing. I'm like, what are you doing right now? I said it again. What are you doing right now? And then it became a lockup. You know what I mean? Like when the offensive line and defensive line meet
each other.
You know what I mean? We're locked in. And let me tell you, I'm lucky for shout out Jeffy again. His boys, Bishop and Locke, Tuesdays at 8. Right in there, dude. Jumped right in. I lost my shoe because it was untied, and I was trying to get traction on basically an ice skating rink without the air conditioning on. It's just water on the ground, hardwood floors. So I lost a shoe. So the security comes in, takes me away from because they see it's 8 fucking idiots and one guy who's pissed, and his 2 buddies helping him out. And they're in my ear. They're like, you gotta go. I'm like, dude, I just need my shoe, bro. Like, just give me my shoe. I'm good.
Yeah, please.
Finally, I got my shoe and throw it on. I skedaddle out of there. But yeah, it's...
So you lost them, and we were leaving Kid Rock.
Yeah. Yep. So at this point, folks, I'm solo dolo. I boogie cousined out of there, and I'm on my own. But luckily, I was able to interrupt a anniversary photo.
Nice couple.
Yeah,
willing to help.
This couple was eating like a corn dog or whatever the fuck it was, taking a selfie like a street off of Broadway, and I saw them, and I'm like, these guys are feeling it. I know they're in a good mood. I'm better off with them because the amount of people that told me, and I don't blame them because of the photo scams and the phone scams nowadays. You can get fucked over if you leave your phone unattended, or if the wrong person gets their hands on your phone, you're fucked. But I saw them, they're taking a selfie, they're laughing. I'm like, let me give them a shot. And I'm like, listen, my phone's broken. I got separated from the group. I only know my cousin's Snapchat, and I'm not from this state. Like, can you help me out? And luckily, they consolidated, and they were like, all right, yeah. And she was like, I'll do it myself, though, if that's all right. I'm like, absolutely. Adds you add her right back. Boom, I'm on FaceTime with you. Shout out technology nowadays.
Right.
Like, what back in the day, you're screwed. Yeah, you're done, dude. Let's not talk about that. But
thank God.
But I get the news that you're over the bridge, and then I turn on the jets. Shout out to...
Take a quick breather.
Shout out to Superbad. He's the fastest kid alive. That was me. I was moving. Seth
What
Rogen.
scene is that? What is he?
Seth Rogen chasing the tall white kid in Superbad. I forget his name. Jeffy.
Michael Cera?
Yes. You got it. Yeah, you got it. Michael Cera boogieing, and Seth Rogen as a cop chasing him. He's like, hey, he's the fastest kid alive. He's throwing up when that was me. I was floating.
And you literally like pulled
Moving.
up like 2 minutes before our Uber was there. Dude.
The Uber was just about to show up. Luckily, I get over the bridge. I flag down a car, and there are these two cool guys. They let me use their phone. I hop on their Snapchat. I add you again on a separate phone. This is 2 different phones, and I'm on Snapchat trying to get you. And we connect. Boom. But I was ready to head the opposite direction, go back towards the steps. You guys were at the actual bottom of the bridge. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So
I was like looking after I got in contact with you, and I was like, thank you guys so much. And then I kind of had a pause moment where I was like, and this dude goes, had to be homegrown dude. He goes, I think they're over there. And I look back, I look at him, and then I look over, and I saw Steve-O's sweatshirt, the nice like peach color. I saw the pullover,
nice,
the nice one, and I'm like, and I look back, and I go great call, and I just boogie, and then and then for you guys, you just see someone coming out of the darkness sprinting, but hey,
made it back.
It don't matter.
All in one piece.
Yeah. You know?
And we were all pretty banged up this morning.
Yeah.
We got some Waffle House. Well, you didn't come. You heard.
I was not in attendance.
And then...
I had to sleep it off.
That brings us pretty much till now. Where we were chilling. I took a little napski, and then we went out for... Where'd we go? What was the name of the place tonight? For dinner?
The Row, right? Yeah.
Shout out
to Row. Oof.
Pretty solid.
Speaking of that.
Yeah, heat that shit up.
I got a country fried steak. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
yeah.
It's good dinner, and then we stopped at Holistic, and then we went...
We had the dab bar. I don't know. This was my... Yeah, and then... Yes. But the whole operation for tonight was... Excuse me. Get a good meal, get my debit card, go home. And we did that in great fashion, I think.
And got pretty fried.
Steve-O with a great call on the Row. Banger of a meal. The apps were too good, which is why I have so much leftovers. Not mad about it.
Dude, the queso.
The bacon queso. But yeah. We're looking at an all-star performance for this week. It's all-star weekend in Nashville. It's all-star weekend in Nashville.
The boys are back.
Yep.
Jeffy Daff. We got to get him to step in.
I know it. we might need him, but
You're wanted on set.
We'll see. I don't know if he's got it.
Yeah, so then me and you, Rago dropped us off at the bridge. We walked across.
Yep.
We finally found. Do you want to explain the goose chase we went on?
Oh, the goose chase was crazy. So, so we get to it had to be the first bar out of the Uber,
yeah.
correct?
What?
It must have been the first bar out of the Uber when we got there, right?
What Uber?
Well, we had an Uber.
Steve dropped us off.
Yeah.
And we Ubered back.
Either way, the first bar that we got to. No. I'm talking about last night. You're thinking about tonight.
Yeah.
I'm talking about last night.
The first place we went to was Luke Bryan.
Yes. Okay. So
that's where you're at.
So I'm Johnny Cool. I see Steve over there next to Jeff. I'm like, come over here. I'm like, what do you want to drink? Like, let's go. And I got you and him a Stella. I think I just maybe got myself a vodka soda, something like that. Maybe Jeff.
No, you got an IPA. For sure.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said that earlier. So I got an IPA, and he asked me, leave it open. I'm like, leave it open. And that was that. And then did not think or remember
and then we
anything.
turned the fuck up.
And we had a great night. Everything you can imagine. But yeah, the bouncer screwed us because at some point in that night, we went back to that bar and we're like, yo, Derek Fleming, blah, blah, blah. And he just pulled the fake check. And was like, yeah, it's not here. Yeah, and as soon as we got there, they were like, yep, yeah, we have it. I'm like, okay, cool.
Well, we had to go to like...
Jesus Christ.
2 other spots.
No, so it wasn't that quick. It was not. I get there, I go to the bar where I left the last place my debit card was. And I asked the bartender, I'm like, hey, I think I left my debit card here. Is there any chance you have it? And she goes, so you have to go 1 floor up and go to the hostess stand or the host stand and ask them. They'll have like the missing whatever. So I go, all right.
We're talking about this like I didn't just live this with you.
Yeah, I know. This just happened. But hey, it's good stuff. Like there's never been a moment where. So this is where it gets crazy. Like that's one thing. Go up to that's normal. Go up to the host stand.
Yeah.
That's your stuff. Yeah. All right. I'm good. I'm like, all right, cool. So I boogie up. We go up the stairs and I get there. We wait for the host. She comes there. I talk to her. I go, listen, they sent me up here, whatever. And she goes, okay, have you ever been to Tequila Cowboy? I'm like, what? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Like underneath Jason Aldean.
And then she tells me, like, they're basically what she explained to me was they must be like a sister restaurant or something. So whatever they lose at the end of the night, they bring it there because they probably have less traffic. You know what I mean? Because it's underneath Jason Aldean's. So, like, not as much. Either way, that's where we ended up. Beats me.
And they had it.
So, we have to leave the second. So, now we're on the second floor of
Luke Bryan's.
Of Luke Bryan. So, we go down and we go around the corner. Cowboy. And then I have a Space Cadet moment. I'm like, what was the name again?
Yeah, I was like, dude, you're the one talking.
Vinny was sitting down. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, honey, something. And then we walk by Jason Aldean's because I knew it was in the basement of that. You heard that too.
Yeah, it said Tequila Cowboy.
And then you were like, that's what, and I was like, yep, that's what it is. So, and she told me the security booth was to the right. I go over and I have to look over this hardwood. See these 2 security guys booing, old white guys, gray hair. And they're like, yeah, well, what was the last name on the card? They look it up real quick. Boom.
Check
Get
your
my ID. That's that. And I'm on cloud 9.
So then we go grab a drink at Hank Williams.
Hank Williams was a great call.
Good drink.
The singer was killing it. If you catch my drift. And so was the bartender. But yeah, what was the shot that I took?
The surfer on acid.
Surfer on acid, dude. Let me tell you.
We'll throw that clip right in there, dude.
Yeah. The surfer on acid shot at Hank Williams. 10 out of 10.
And they were walking back to the bridge to go over.
It was Jaeger, coconut Bacardi, and pineapple.
Was it good?
And then it was a big boy like that. It was real good.
I should have tried it.
It was real good.
I'd be turned up right now.
Yeah,
I'm feeling a little loose right now.
Hey.
And then, because we got that one drink, and then we were walking back to the bridge.
Yep.
You're like, dude, let's hit one more.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday night. So we go to Johnny Cash.
Yep, Johnny Cash.
And wow, I've never seen that bar, actually.
It was great.
The second floor.
The second floor.
I've been on the first floor a couple times. The second
Anyone,
floor, I was like, holy shit, dude.
Anyone finds themselves in
We gotta throw
Nashville.
those pictures up, dude, that I took in there.
Anyone finds themselves in Nashville, you're going to most likely be by that People Bridge, and you're going to see Johnny Cash Museum and the bar. And that second floor of the Johnny Cash bar is
sick.
Unreal.
I would love to
throw
a show there.
Great time. So, no complaints
that
over
DJ
here.
was just vibing in there. There's like no one in there.
Yeah. And you love to see it.
Practice, man.
Uh-oh.
Running low. Grabbing another one, timeout or what?
I think we're due for a timeout.
So I believe in telling all that stuff, D. That brings us to where we are now. We're chilling back
think
at the
so.
place. And tomorrow we are going to see the Celtics play in Memphis.
Yep. So this trip was inspired by the trade for Porzingis. Yeah. Supposed to be Malcolm Brogdon, who ended up getting traded anyway in the next deal. But we offered some sort of a 3-team deal. I think it was the Clippers involved. And they said no to the Malcolm Brogdon deal. And then behind the scenes, it's come out as of late, but at the time of the trade, they said to Marcus Smart, he came up, he double-checked with him. He was like, what's going on here? Am I going to get traded? Think about that. You're making millions of dollars. You're from, I forget where he's from. But this is a young man who's been invested in Boston for 5 years. He's the number one guy. He's the longest tenured Celtic. He puts his body on the floor. He does everything we need him to do. He gets hate. He gets love, whatever. And they told him to his face. They were like, we're good. You're not getting traded. You're fine. And what do they do when that Malcolm Brogdon trade goes into the toilet? They offer Marcus Smart. The trade goes through. We're number one in the league. I don't know standings-wise, but the proof's in the pudding. The numbers the numbers with our starting five versus whoever, the Celtics starting five versus whoever right now is just ridiculous. Like, we're murdering everyone. We found it. We're good. But we lost Marcus Smart. So for me, as soon as that trade happened, I'm like, oh, he's going to Memphis. I'm like, Vinny's in Tennessee. Vinny's in Nashville. And I wait for the schedule to come loose. November 19th, tomorrow night. Let's get it. So I planned the trip. You bought the tickets. And we were in there. Just so happens he fucking sprained his ankle.
Not even playing.
In the game before we're about to see him. Or we're supposed to see him. But no complaints over here. We're going to be there.
We're living.
We're going to be there. We're going to be in Memphis. Celtics, Grizzlies. Look for your boys wearing the Celtics green. In the nosebleeds. With Uncle Jeff. Am I right?
Yes,
That's
sir.
right. That's right.
Uncle Jeff.
And we're going to have a good time.
It's been a rough day. We've all been banged up. This man doesn't want to come on the pod.
Oh, no. That's all right. And his boy.
This guy.
I'm so bad. with
Bishop,
names.
bro.
Bishop will be there. And Bishop's Twitter handle is something regarding.
I love Marcus Smart or some shit.
Yeah. Something regarding Marcus Smart. And so we hit it off last night, to say the least. We had a good time.
So, yeah.
Boys of Vinny are boys of mine.
And then you're here.
Anything that stems outside of that, I don't care. It's family to me.
Gosh.
So, and let me tell you, I'll take this moment to tell you. Let me tell you, proud of you for you finished school. You chased after what you wanted to do, which was something that I skipped over. All I thought about was, what should I do? Like, what should society expect from me? You looked at it 180 and said, what do I want to give to society? And you put in what you like. And I've witnessed from day one, from high school, all the way to college, past college, to right now, you're following your dreams. And let me tell you, I love every second of it. It just makes me happy. Every time I hear your name, I talk to you, I think about you, I'm like, that's my dude right there doing what he wants to do. And that makes me so proud.
Appreciate
and
you.
I don't talk about it enough. I really don't.
It's much love.
It's
bro.
awesome, dude. And I
Because
tell
now we only see each other a couple times a year.
That's
really,
what I'm saying.
now,
It's
so.
crazy. You get older, and like when you're young and you're in high school or you're in college, people tell you, they're like, yeah, like when you get older, you won't see your friends for years at a time sometimes. And when you hear that as a young adult, you're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, those are my boys. Because you're so used to seeing your people every day. You live with them. You go to the same school or you work at the same place. Whatever point you're at in your life, your people are your people and they're right there. But once you get older, it's the people you work with. It's your family. And then it's just the real ones. Like, look at us right now. We got Steve-O. And we got Jeffy. We got Vinny and me. If any one of us were to get isolated and go, who's the boys? Who are your real friends? Who's out here when you're getting your number called? This is what it is. And this is what I love. Is that everyone makes friends. They get introduced to people that they vibe with. And
like you and D-Light.
Exactly, dude. And it's so crazy because if you don't go to that school, me and him never meet. You know what I mean? And that's one of my best friends. Shout out D-Light.
D-Light, late night
Shout out
D-Light.
to late night D-Light. One of the greatest, just a well-mannered, great time, funny, nice kid. You can't expect much more out of a young man in America.
Young man in
You
America.
really
Shout
can't.
out Danny
And
Lightwork.
that's Danny Lightwork with the short legs.
With the
Short legs and all. He's out here.
little
bro.
ankles, dude.
And he's got the little teeny ankles. It's all right. He's got his boys to hold him up when he gets tired. But
Yeah, you
no.
should probably check on your country fried steak in the fucking oven.
Oh shit! Yeah. A little
Take
TV
it out.
timeout. We got country fried steak in the oven. Hold up.
Pull it out, let it cool off. Yeah, so going back, dude, let's reminisce on some classic
Yeah.
V&D
'Cause
fucking
you can go-
stories.
It's funny because with me and this guy right here, you can go all the way back to where the tapes just started rolling. Held this young man as a baby in my arms. Little V. I was like 3.5. And I got all propped up. My parents, our mothers, set me all up at your house on
Cross Street.
Got me all propped up, and I was just holding my baby cousin. And I'm a baby myself. And it was just crazy. I see that picture. I'm like, that's nuts. Now we're just out here in Nashville doing our thing. It's crazy.
How times have changed.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out fucking Bostrom, dude. I love this
Yeah,
shit.
shout out to Bostrom up there.
Cross Street legend,
He's up in New Hampshire now.
Yeah, missing.
Not to blow the whistle on your location, but
I haven't seen him in a while, but we were hanging a bunch before he moved.
oh yeah, that's a homie right there. That was ready. So that's my first friend. Another shout out to Bostrom. My first ever friend was Sean Bostrom.
First ever.
Yep. Because we get dropped off to be babysat by your mom. Me and Marissa, we get dropped off at your place on Cross Street. And Sean was your neighbor. And, like, at the time, I was just so young that I only knew. So I obviously had friends growing up, like, on Rock Lane. CJ, shout out to him. But, like, as far as being somewhat conscious as a, I don't know, not even a preteen, like, just in 4th grade or whatever it was. Hanging out at your place, me and Sean were in the same grade. And I'll never forget, this is when it was locked in. My parents went on vacation. I stayed at your place for a whole week. And I had a bus pass for the week to get on the bus with Sean because we were in the same grade and you guys were neighbors. So I had that week-long bus pass to get on with him. And I'll just never forget it. Like, we had hung out before, but once it was like, you know what I mean? Like, as a young kid going to, like, elementary school, you get a bus pass. It's like you're the coolest guy in town when you're like, my buddy's coming home with me for the whole week, and everyone's like, what? So like that's what it was at school. We were like, yeah, we're bowling this week, baby. So
it was crazy though. Once I moved out from Cross Street, I never saw like Boston. I feel like again until like high school, bro.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That only makes sense. What are you gonna see him at the bar?
You guys were seniors and I was a freshman in high school.
Oh yeah, and let me tell you, me and Bostrom have had a million conversations, but there is a large percentage of conversation between me and him about you whenever we're chilling. It's just it's a given. Long road trip, which was a frequent for me and the boy, Bostrom. Always cooking something up, doing probably not the best thing, but no one got hurt, thank God. But we would always bring you up, dude. Like just talking about whatever stories back in the day, how you're doing now. That's just what it was. And it still is. I'll message him still. I've messaged him recently. And he's like, how's Vinny doing? I'm like, he's doing his thing. I'm going to visit him soon. He's family, dude. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
I talked to him somewhat recently. I miss him.
And there's a lot of guys in our hometown that are
they're brothers.
More than friends. They're family. Mm-hmm. And that's what I like most about coming from a small town.
For sure, and that's why I'm so excited to
come home.
A couple more days.
To come home,
I haven't
baby.
been home in months now.
I think this is the longest time you've been away from home.
Nah, that was last year. When I first moved down here, I did not go home probably for like...
That's true. I was going through my shit with the surgery and everything, yeah.
Maybe.
You think so? You think you might have broke
it?
No?
Not
either way.
Like a good 4 or 5 months.
Either way, yeah.
And it's going to be excited. You know, it's going down. I'm throwing down at City Oasis again. Next Saturday.
You best believe I'm going to be front row freaking out.
Garden of Eden.
You already know. And if all goes right tonight, maybe we'll be up there together. We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see. That's a very...
We got to get Jeffy up.
Tentative, maybe. But...
Tentative.
At some point in the future, there will be.
Yeah, I'm excited, though. It's going to be lit.
Yeah.
And I got the album coming out. Yes, Life is Hype.
Life is Hype, baby.
11/24, Black Friday.
I love it. Grab your pocketbook. Grab your smartphone.
Your pocketbook?
That's what I'm saying. You get some Black Friday deals and throw on the little Chenzo
if you're going out, dude.
You're hunting the aisles,
12
dude.
midnight Eastern.
Throw it on, dude. If you're camping.
All streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, YouTube, whatever. Yo, stream that.
You already know. But
technically my second album.
As far as this holiday, my favorite term, probably it's up there. Holiday season, just something about saying that just feels right.
The holiday
It's the holiday season.
I'm ready for it.
It just brings it's like warmth in my chest when I say it.
Yeah, no, I just get to chill with you. You got time off. My buddy Jack's got some time off. We're all gonna be hanging.
Oh yeah. It's seeing family. It's connecting with family on a different level than any other time of the year. I don't care if you got 3 birthdays in a row and you see your family, and your Christmas time is when the real stuff comes out and you bond and you have a great time, and you can't beat it. You can't. As much as you want to, I'll complain all day long about the gifts and the decorations and
decorations.
You can be negative and be like the Grinch there, and the boxes and the. But what I'm saying is, you got to appreciate it for what it is.
For sure, because you never know, especially with the last year that we've had. Like the last time you're gonna see somebody is, and you gotta cherish those times. Maybe that's the only time of year. If I only go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas every year, it's the only time. There's certain people I'm only gonna see that.
Yeah.
On those days, so.
And you hear it your whole life growing up. You're like, you never know. Like, time is precious, this and that. But when the first traumatic loss happens to you, that's when it all hits you, and you're like, God damn it! All that stuff that I heard growing up, so true. It just catches you off guard. You don't know why, but you just come together and you have each other's back, and that's it. And you keep going forward.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you can do. Can't bring them back, but
We were all, as a family, like, got together last year, too, when Auntie Debbie had passed away. We were all together because Ryan's wedding was that weekend.
Let me shout out a big shout out to Afro Man. Let me tell you a legend.
Afro Man?
Yep, Afro mother man. He one of my favorite songs. He talks about playing it. The song called "Play Me Some Music." It's a 10-minute long song plus. It's just an anthem. He just keeps, it's real slow pace, and then he comes in. Either way, he mentions, because part of the hook is, play me some music, and then he'll say something when this happens. And then one of the hooks is, or one of the lines is, play me some music when a family member die, and all I can do is hug someone and cry, and that gets a tear to my eye every time. Because what else can you do? What else can you do when you lose someone? You just grab someone you love and you just let it loose, dude, and you cry, and you have each other's back.
Yeah.
You process it together, and the same right there, chest to chest. And then every time you see him afterwards.
It was an emotional weekend, dude, for sure. It was a wild weekend, too.
It really was.
Crazy time.
But for me, whenever, growing up, I had people that were already gone before I really knew anything. And then anyone that I lost along the way that was in my life at all, R.I.P., Prime Time, R.I.P., my Uncle Ryan.
Joe Mao, dude.
Joe Mao. The list goes on and on. We've lost a lot of good ones. But something for me when I've been at my lowest moments, because I've had some low moments. We all have, but I've been down there. And something that's kept me going was thinking about those people up there. I'm not going to disappoint them. You know what I mean? I may be missing out on experiences with them because they were taken away from us too soon, but I'm not. They're up there and they have my back, and I know that. And that's why when I had my best man speech, my brother's wedding last year, I was nervous for a whole year, Vincent.
You just fucking crushed it, dude. I remember, dude. It was awesome.
And not just my family said that I did a good job. Like, people that I didn't know came up to me and they were like, "Hey, you just crushed it. Like, that was awesome." My mother's best friend, Auntie Carrie, her boyfriend, who I'd never met at the time, apparently he had worked at like some function hall or something, which did a lot of weddings and wedding receptions. So he came up to me after I had heard, like, from, you know what I mean, all the aunts and uncles and people telling me, great job. And then I see him, and like, we've had 2 bump-ins. That's it. Like, not even any conversations. And he's like, let me tell you, like, used to work here, blah, blah, blah. Like, I've seen like hundreds of wedding parties. I've listened to hundreds of best man speech. And he goes, that was a really good one. And after I heard that, I was on cloud 9.
It was wild,
and
man.
that was that gas that got into my tank was definitely part of the reason why.
Knocked it out of the park. And you shouted me out, too.
No.
You were like,
of course I did.
You
But
brought up the night that Ryan asked you to be his best man when we went to see Joe Rogan.
Because I'm not lying. From that moment, it just became a thing for me. It was always in the back of my mind. Like, I'm the best man at my brother's wedding. It was a year away. And for every time it get closer and closer, I was like getting a little sweatier. But the point I was trying to drive was, before I got up there, before I was already up there, but before it was my turn, I just kept saying to myself, just do it for Auntie Debbie. Just make her proud. I'm not lying at all. Like that, I just kept saying that to myself. I said, just do it for her. Because she wanted to be there so bad. And my mother was telling me how Auntie Debbie's the oldest of our mother's side, our parents, their side of the family, the Frontinos. Or, sorry, the Gonzals. The Gonzals side, Auntie Debbie was number 1. She's the first one. And Ryan's the oldest in my family, too. And she had talked to Ryan about the pressures of being the oldest in the family and how there's so much more pressure to not, you know what I mean, bump into trouble and you know what I mean, you know what I mean? So there's just more pressure as the oldest. You know, you're the oldest. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's been times where like I'm not doing that great. Like I need to set a better example for my sister, and I'm sure that's happened to you.
Yeah, for sure.
And like so, it's just a natural thing. So like it really stung for Auntie Debbie to be absent for that. But I think we did a great job of celebrating her, honoring her, and that was a great time.
R.I.P. Auntie Doobie.
R.I.P. Auntie Doobie. But growing up, all I heard was good things about my parents' wedding. So as soon as Ryan and Christina like locked it in, like set a date, I'm like, it's gonna be a good time. I know it is.
And it was. It was a beautiful venue too.
It was awesome. So
not to cut this beautiful conversation short, but you should really check on your food.
Yeah, I really should.
And then we'll fucking end this shit.
Yeah. Hey, let's give it a 5. What do we got? What do we got to send home to the folks?
Send home?
Yeah. You know, a little giveaway goodie bag.
What?
What do you got cooking?
Right now? We pretty much just mentioned everything right there, I think.
We plugged it all in. Well,
It's a pretty good episode. Episode 46 of the pod.
All right.
With my cousin D-Boy.
Yep.
D, the legend.
And
Fucking the man, the myth, the legend.
Hey,
you came in. I appreciate you just being open and honest here on the pod. And just,
I'm an open book. If there's anyone, the odds are slim, but if there's anyone watching, drop a comment. You want to hear a story? Next time we're on, I got you.
We'll definitely do
full
more.
details. I'm an open book, my guy. Let me tell you that right now. So
yeah,
we'll have something cooking for next time. I can't wait for it. But let me tell you, we're just getting started.
Yeah.
You're a young man. I'm a young man. We got a long life ahead of us. We're going to have some good times, my friend.
For sure, dude.
46 of 100 million, baby.
100 million to
Let's
infinity,
go.
baby.
Let's
but
go.
My guy, fucking D-Boy, like, yo, you're my brother, dude.
Yeah,
man.
I couldn't tell.
I'm glad we were here having a good time, and we just got to move forward. Like I was saying to you the other night when we were on the phone, like we're going to make more mistakes in this life, dude. Like,
you best believe it.
We're bound to fuck up
You best believe it.
So I'm glad that, like, you know, me and you are always there for each other and honest with each other, and we're going to fucking just keep moving and going.
A wise man once said, just roll with the punches, baby.
Yes, sir.
Just roll with the punches. That's all. That's all we're doing out here.
Hell yeah, much love, y'all. 46
love you, baby.
Episodes in, we keeping it moving and grooving.
Hey,
album's coming out Black Friday show Saturday 11/25 at City Oasis. We turning up. Hope to see you there. It's going crazy. This is the fucking last episode before I go home. We going crazy from 2023, 2024 to infinity, baby. It's going crazy. I'm about to turn 25.
Let's get
Feeling
it.
like
Let's get it, baby.
a brand new baby boy out here.
That's right.
Dude. We just getting started, like he said.
That's right.
And, yeah.
We're just starting. We just lit the pilot.
This
light.
man's a huge influence in even though like the branding and like endless enjoyment. Like I was like at first like writing down shit in college, like YE, like YE, like what am I gonna do to make this shit work, and then like also have it represent what we do, and you know enjoy is a big part.
And it started from football when we were on the same team for the first time ever, only time ever.
No, I wasn't. We weren't.
We weren't?
No.
That's right. That's right. You broke my heart.
I carried on the legacy that I wore the 85 once you
That's
retired.
Right. You goddamn right. But what I'm saying is, real quick, it was everyone love, everyone enjoy everyone. Whenever there'd be some drama popping off in the locker room, like, hey! And it was a quote from Jackie Moon, fucking whatever that movie. Semi-Pro, where he goes, hey! Everyone love everyone. But I just changed it. Everyone enjoy everyone.
And
that's
then
all
Mando,
it was.
bro, Mandarin.
And then the Mandarin. And
Thank
so
you,
it was
enjoy.
just like, thank you, enjoy. So like the whole, and then it was just
Mando Mondays with the boys.
Triple E just popped in, and then
real ones now. Enjoy and destroy. We out here, yo.
Oh yeah.
We down Smasher right now with the boys.
Shout out to them.
Much love, y'all. Enjoy.
Let's do it.
Enjoy.
If I'm in the club, I'm turned.